We are ready to place the encoders onto the carriage for the long arm. The first thing that we will do is remove the right-hand wheel from the carriage. Once you do this, you no longer need the screw that held the wheel. Next, you have two encoders that come with your machine. With these two encoders, it does not matter which one you use. So we will choose an encoder. We will remove the cord from the encoder, allowing us access to the screw to place it onto the carriage. To place the encoder onto the carriage, first you want to ensure that the collar is loose by turning it with your Allen wrench. If it is not loose, you will take your smallest one, place it in the screw, and use one full turn to make sure that it's loose. Once it is loose, you will remove the cardboard and you are ready to place the encoder on the carriage. Next, we are going to replace the wheel. On the wheel, you have a wide side and a narrow side. You want to place the wide side against the carriage. Next, we're going to place the screw inside the wheel. And using your Allen wrench, tighten the encoder onto the frame. As we tighten the encoder onto the carriage, we're going to hold the collar with our smallest Allen wrench. Now we will tighten the encoder, making those last adjustments. Now we are going to prepare to put the second encoder onto the machine. We will first remove the wheel. We no longer need the screw that was holding the wheel into place. And we're going to prepare the encoder to place on. So we will remove the cord from the encoder so we can easily reach the screw. Now we want to make sure that the collar is loose. So the collar should be able to move freely before we place it onto the machine. We are ready to place the encoder onto the frame. We are going to place the wheel on first, remembering to place the wide side next to the frame, and then we place the screw inside. Now we're going to hold the collar with the small Allen wrench, and we will tighten the encoder onto the machine. Now we are going to adjust the tension on the encoder. We're going to place the flat screwdriver between the collar and the wheel. This gives proper alignment to the encoder. Next, we are going to tighten the collar by placing in our smallest Allen wrench, move it forward for tension, and tighten. This will give us proper tension for our encoder. Using the same tools, you will make the same adjustments on your rear encoder until you have proper tension. Next, we are going to place the short stitch encoder box onto the machine. Place the box on and then give it a tap to be sure it is complete and tight. Now we are going to add the cords to our encoders. Take the cord, push it in, hear it snap, and now plug it into the encoder box. Next, we're going to do our other encoder. Same thing, plug it in, hear it snap, and plug it into the encoder box. We are now ready to add power to the machine. First, we are going to plug our cord into the encoder box. Now we are going to plug our power cord into the machine. When plugging the cords into your machine, make sure you have plenty of slack so that you can freely move your machine once you are sewing. Now we're ready to turn the machine on.